Hey, it's Kyle here, and we're currently talking about Christmas movies on Project Nerdy, both ones we like and ones we are not such big fans of. My family has a couple Christmas movie traditions. Both of these really date from ever since I was a little kid, and definitely it's continued on to this day. So on Christmas Eve, we have always watched It's a Wonderful Life. Um, Absolutely love that movie. It's one of my favorite old classic movies for sure. I never get tired of watching it. Traditionally, my family, my parents, my sister, we always went to my grandparents on Christmas Eve, and they had a huge extended family uh, kind of celebration for Christmas Eve. And basically, it just kind of worked out timing wise that after we'd finished with dinner and exchanging Christmas gifts that night, uh, that's basically when It's a Wonderful Life came on TV. So we just always turned on the TV and watched It's a Wonderful Life. So whenever I do see that movie, it always brings back those memories. My grandparents have both passed away, so that's something now I very much cherish. When I ever see that movie, I think of my grandparents and all of those memories from our Christmas Eve celebrations when I was younger. Um, the other Christmas movie tradition we have is more of a on the day of, and it's one Holly also mentioned. It's A Christmas Story, which obviously is marathon nonstop on Christmas, and I always make sure at some point that day I watch the entire movie. I don't necessarily watch it from start to end. Basically, whenever we have a chance, we turn it on. It might be halfway through the movie, and we just kind of watch it through, and then we get to the point where we started, and so you might watch it from the halfway point, and then you watch the end, and you watch the beginning, and you get to the halfway point again, and then you kind of stop. It's like now you've seen all the scenes and stuff. But I've always loved that movie. Um, so that's definitely a really great Christmas memory for me as well as my parents, my sister always watching A Christmas Story on Christmas. Um, a couple of movies I know some people always kind of attach as Christmas, Home Alone and Die Hard. I like both those movies. I just don't really think of them as Christmas movies, but I do like those movies. Really, the only movie or kind of Christmas TV special I can think of that I'm not a huge fan of. I never was really a big fan of Frosty the Snowman. I never really hated it. It just wasn't my thing. I was always a much bigger fan of The Grinch and Rudolph and the Charlie Brown Christmas special. Frosty just was never my thing. So on to nerdy pleasures. I had a couple I wanted to mention. One is kind of more a sports fandom, but I kind of think you can be a nerd about sports too. But I am, for anybody that watches the channel knows, I am from Georgia, the Atlanta area, and huge sports fans. Follow all the Atlanta sports teams, and our soccer team, Atlanta United, won Major League Soccer's championship game this past weekend. And even though I've been a sports fan my entire life, I went to so many games in various sports. I have never been at a game before where a team actually that I was rooting for won a championship. Only once in my entire life has a team I rooted for actually won a championship. When I was pretty young, I guess 12 or 13, the Atlanta Braves won the World Series. But other than that, it's been nothing but losing for most of my life. So it was an amazing experience to be in a stadium full of 73,000 people watching a team win a championship. There was an energy in the stadium that I never really experienced before at a sporting event. So it was very cool. So that's definitely a sports nerdy pleasure of mine. On more the traditional nerdy front, I'm kind of geeking out over a new piece of technology I got at work today. I have to do a lot of our social media for my job, and one thing we've been doing a lot is, obviously as the cameras on iPhones get better, we kind of use that for everything. We're starting to shoot a little bit more video and stuff like that. So we got a gimbal device today to kind of use that, which basically allows us to do more steady video and photos with our iPhone. So we just got it late today, so I haven't had a chance to play around with it yet. That's actually one thing I'm going to do tomorrow at work is play with my new toy. So I'm actually excited to do that at work tomorrow. So that should be a lot of fun. My question to the viewers this week is, what is kind of one piece of technology that you got at your job that you kind of geeked out about? Let me know in the comment section below. Look forward to seeing your answers. Hope everybody's having a fun lead up to Christmas. I know sneak it up. It's only a couple weeks away, so hope everybody's in the Christmas mood because it's going to be here quick. So, Merry Christmas and stay nerdy.